I'm Astro A10 back here again to say welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see by the screen, we're going to be starting with our first master review. Just before we start, I'm going to say I'm not sponsored by either of these companies, but yeah, let's get started. Today we're going to be comparing two brands of gaming headsets, the Astro A10s and the Senti GS4531s. Design-wise, the Astro A10 seemed to have a better, more simplistic design in terms of overall feel, comfort, and usability than the Senti GS4531s, but actually, in comparison, the Sentis are more geared towards what looks like gamers, and sort of like the more extreme gamers, as the headset is, I guess, called, because of the light-up portability and of how it generally looks. It generally looks more of a gamer headsets than the Astro A10s, but I do like the simplicity of the Astro A10s. Now, getting into the Astro A10s more specifically, they have a very nice padded mesh sort of cushion coating in the ears, as well as the protective plating for the outside cups, as well as the top headband right there. Moving on from that to the actual cord itself, it's not cordless, even though many of the pictures may seem it is. It's not cordless. See by the picture, it actually has a little volume, inline volume dial. There's no mute on it, unfortunately, but there is two connectors, one that connects into the headphone jack type thing in the front, and then going into the normal cable. If you have a PC, which this version that I'm using right now does, you need a splitter cable that should come automatically with the thing. Just plug it into the corresponding sections, and it should be good to go. So moving on to the Senti ones, the Senti ones are actually quite interesting. So in terms of overall feel and design, instead of being a mesh coat like the Astro ones are, these are actually a more plastic sort of rough coat that actually help a lot with terms of coolness, because these can sometimes get hot. Insulation stuff is pretty much the same, except for the padding on the actual speaker part. As you saw with the Astros, they're kind of a red, sort of the same material. This time they're actually what seems like a more mesh fabric-y type of material. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's more of a thinner material, so I think it works pretty well. In terms of durability here, we actually got a couple of interesting things to go over in terms of durability. They both are very durable. In terms of their microphone, Astro ones is a flip up to mute microphone, while the Senti ones is a click of a button on the control thing. The Senti one comes with to mute and unmute the mic. Both mics are very flexible and can flip up down 120-degree movement of there. The actual headsets themselves are pretty durable and flexible as well. You can bend them, turn them, break them, do pretty much whatever you need to, and they'll stay perfectly intact. So now going on to the actual sound quality is when we get to stuff a little bit differently. So the sound quality for the Astro A10s is very good in terms of sound, but one thing that these do not have is surround sound, 7.1 digital surround sound. So the Sentis actually have 7.1 digital surround sound, so everything is really revolved around your head, and you can really hear all the music or all the video, music, whatever you want to listen to. You can feel and how it goes around. It's really cool. So that's the surround sound, very booming loud. But the difference though is that I realized this recently actually when using these. The Astro ones have a built-in subwoofer. So if you go into your control panel under settings, there's a built-in subwoofer that you can change that give everything a lot more bass and a lot more just that subwoofer style. They give it a lot more emphasis and distinction versus the other one. So the speakers are a little bit better in terms of just sound quality and overall listening. But if you want 7.1 digital surround sound, unfortunately these are not the best to go off of. So going back now to the overall sections of it, the Astro A10s are priced at $60 for the whole set. That includes the microphone. Just should probably mention, is not detachable, unlike the other microphones seem to be. This microphone is not actually detachable, since it is one of the lower end Astro headsets. Very good. The cord again is made out of a rubbery material. Same thing for that. Microphone on the Sentis is also not detachable, unfortunately, but I mean, what do you really care? Microphone quality, by the way, on both of them is really good. You can go back in my other videos and check the Senti microphone quality versus this one. Hello everybody, I'm Astro A10. It's back here again. Just want to say welcome to my channel. Today, as you can probably see by the screen grab, I guess, something very interesting has happened. Microphone quality for this one, I think, is a lot better. It's very smooth and noise cancellation. which I think works really well in terms of just sound and stuff. And it works well. So now we're going to be moving on to sort of the roundup, if you will, of how this is going to go. So we've reviewed the cushion, the microphone, how everything's durable, and that stuff, the pros and cons. One thing I will say with the pros and cons is the pros of the Astro is that it's a comfortable headset. Microphone's very great, noise cancellation, durable and very flexible. And the pros and the cons of that are no surround sound and little bit pricey, but not too bad. Detachable cord, by the way. The pros for the Sentis are it's very flexible, very durable. It's cool. The cord is not detachable, but I mean, right now you can get them for like $25, which is actually a good thing. So we're bouncing around here, but yeah. In terms of price, I think these Senti ones are very good. The only downside, so pretty much the pros of that are the same thing, but the only downside is that there is it's a USB connection cord, so that might be annoying because you can't like plug it into anything else except a computer. Really, there are adapters I think, but they're kind of hard to find. See on a link, some in the description. But yeah, so the only real downside is that the cord's not detachable and it's USB connection. That does increase the lights. You can't turn them off, but there is a disc if you have a optical drive that you can insert that and change a bunch of stuff. The Astro ones do not have any of that, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so pretty much that's it for the review. If I were to sum this review up, I would say the Astro A10s are more geared towards people who want the simplicity and the sound, and the Senti ones are more geared to the durability and the whole gaming style. They're both great buys. Astros are retail around 60, and Senti's originally retail around 50, but I don't think they're selling this version currently, but something similar sells for around 30, which is good, and I'm happy with both of them. I've tried both of them for a while now, and yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. So that's it for our first master review, and if you'd like to see more master reviews on the channel, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what more master review stuff we're going to see. This was an interesting episode. I'm not going to be doing most things like this. This is just for the first one. I might do some tech reviews later on, but mainly it's going to be sticking to gaming and whatever. So if you enjoyed this and want to see more on the channel, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more master reviews content.